What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Lack Thereof podcast, DJDubC Flemoxicillin. It is episode 41. We are in our 40s now. Flem, how you feel?
Easy with the we are in our 40s now. Easy. For a second, I thought you were gonna people. I would have thought that you were referring to our age.
No. We're very young. We are very young.
Yeah, very young. We're very athletic. Well, I mean, at least one of us is. I know that.
Although, Flem, new slang keeps coming out, and I can't keep up.
Oh, is there another new slang term? I haven't.
Unless it's been around, and I'm just showing my age. But have you ever heard "That's my ball"?
That's my ball.
That's my ball.
I've only ever heard it in terms of like on the playground.
Okay, that's what I would think. But
my ball. Hey, that's my ball. Was it something to do with? Was it about money?
It's about women now.
Their ball is your woman.
Yeah. So if you apparently like you go you claim a woman by saying she's your ball.
Oh,
not your wife, not your girlfriend, not anything like that, but she's your ball.
So it's like the equivalent of sticking a flag somewhere.
Pretty much.
Like when when we claimed the moon back in 19.
Something like
when
that.
We did that, when we put a flag on it, so this would be so I go up to a woman, probably my current spouse.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what that is.
Her. So it's like you're the last one to touch it, type thing. So it's like dibs.
I guess.
Well, like when a ball goes out of bounds in a sport, because I know sports.
Yeah.
You first want to touch it, they say ball, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's probably right. Yeah, my ball. I think maybe I get it.
I was thinking of it more of like remember back in the MySpace days where you would say where you would claim somebody's picture by commenting on their picture and then say this is my picture now or something like that. Remember that back in the MySpace days?
You remember like first like
it was weird because you would they would be like comment on my photo to own this picture. And you would own somebody's MySpace picture.
I don't doubt that it exists. I'm sure it does. I just don't remember that. I was very, very late into. I was embarrassed to have a MySpace because I didn't want anybody to know that I wanted friends. Wait. So I had a secret MySpace account. I never interacted with anybody. I just
Sir, I had two.
I got MySpace. It's my own. I know you did. I think I went on yours and saw.
I had my music one and I had my regular one.
Yeah, I think I remember your music one. I think that might have been how we found out about your musical past.
Oh,
I can't remember 100%. I don't know how otherwise I would have found out. It's not like you were promoting it in school. Not that I remember.
I sold one CD in school once.
Oh, did you really?
For $1.
You dog.
People bought it.
Yeah. You have one fan. He's like, dude, this mixtape is slaps, Ronnie.
I used to get stuff like, man, we used to listen to your mixtape on the bus.
Yeah. The only thing I made in school, I made I handmade my own magazine print. I wrote out it was called MSNJ Weekly. I remember.
MSNJ. Wait, what's that mean? MSNJ.
It was I can't honestly. If I would, the more I go into this, the more cringy it is.
Wait, I'm kind of interested. Wait, I want to know what MSNG means.
So they were my imaginary friends.
Okay.
Let's see. I know, as I say, it's going to be really, really cringy.
No.
Marty, Scruffy. I don't remember MSN. The N was for, I can't remember, some monkey.
Okay.
I don't know, but I would draw pictures of them, and then one time I made a magazine out of it. And I sold it to Tony Ladovitz, I think. I think he's I sold it to. Remember Tony?
That's cool. I'd have to see. Some people, I'd have to see their faces.
But I sold it for 50 cents, and I was like, I'm gonna make a fortune. And I started making my own. I didn't believe in copiers. I was just hand drawing and recreating the same thing again. So I was making my own print edition, and I was trying to sell it to people at school.
Were you tracing over the old ones? You were
tracing over? No, I wasn't. No, I was just free. I was freehanding it.
Dude, that's so wait. That's so cool, though.
I had a lot of little startup. I had a lot of little startup things in school.
That's awesome. I used to draw little like random comic books back in the day. Nothing like. I used to actually be a really good artist. Now I'm just because I haven't done it in so long. I'm just, terrible.
Trash.
Yeah. Now I'm like, wow, I can't even. I'm pretty good at drawing stick people, you know.
Yeah. I used to try making flip books. I used to love. I would always try to make flip books. Oh, on our agendas, did they still do agendas in school? Remember how every year you would get like an agenda or a planner? What was that called? Was it called an agenda?
I think it was called an agenda.
And it was like every year you were like, I can't wait to see what the new agendas look like. The new drop,
right?
That have like the little scratchy sound.
Our school had like a bunch of random stuff. Our school used to like remember AR, AM. Did other schools have that? AR and AM?
Accelerated reading, accelerated math. I think they had their own versions of it. What's a integer? No. Did we had to collect something? What were they objectives? In math for AM.
For AM.
Accelerated math. You had to like collect something to get through your school year. I think it was called like objectives.
If we did, I never collected them.
I was in the slow math. I was in the slow math. They made it literally like you find like it's like a scavenger hunt. And they're like, yeah.
But I remember like I would get an AR book when we did AR reading, and I would never read the book, but I'd still take the test.
Oh, you're so wild, Rodney. Yeah, everybody did that.
Yeah, no, but I don't.
We never passed. I think we talked about it a few episodes ago. I tried the Harry Potter one, and like I failed miserably.
I failed every single AR test I ever took.
It's terrible. They wanted me to read, which is like something I don't even do like on a menu. I just look at pictures. Like I can't read.
I'm the same way.
It's too much work. If you want me to try your food, I need a picture of it.
I used to be like, oh, this book, this cover of this book looks alright. I'll take a test on it, and I'll be completely off. It'll be like some book about basketball, and I'll say it's about food or something.
Yeah, and it would get frowned upon if you picked because like the rating for AR for anybody who doesn't know, there was like a rating system for like certain books give you a certain amount of points.
Yeah,
and it was like they had like a whole system. It was color coded. There's like red, yellow,
You're
green.
right.
I forget. This is like all coming back to me in a wave.
Yeah,
and like depending on what your reading level is it correlated with which color code you go to. I never made it to the smart kid color code.
Dude, me neither.
I think they're like, here's all these books in blue for the smart kids. Here's the orange, and they're like, and your section's way over here. It's like all like the like little quick help books.
Yeah.
It was like the Magic Tree House books. They were like, this is your limit. This is as high as you can go. Magic Tree House.
Okay, so this could be a fun little thing. So, all right. So, remember how our folders used to be different colors for different classes?
Oh, I forgot about that too. Yeah.
Okay, so blue folder. What class?
Oh, you want me to like assign?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Assign the colors to the class. Blue.
Blue probably would have been math. I think math. I associate blue and math. I can see that.
That was my pick.
I think it was blue, math. Math. Blue, math.
That's a good one.
Red would have been probably some. I don't know. Red. I don't even know what classes there are. What classes exist? Science.
Think of your. All right. So math.
That would have been yellow as a science.
Math, English, science.
English would have been green. I would have done green for English. I know that.
Really? I would have done blue for English.
You said blue for math. What did you? So wait,
no,
you're
I'm sorry,
not
red. I'm sorry, red. So blue is math. Red is
Ron, if
for
you're
me.
going to make a game on the fly like this and you want me to participate, you got to stick by your own rules, okay?
You're right.
I'm stressing out over here over color theory. I don't know what colors I use. I don't know what colors.
You're already talking to a guy that's half colorblind. He can't even get blue and red right.
That's
apparently.
true. Yeah, you might not have even had a blue folder. You may have had purple.
I had a blue folder. I get dark colors mixed up. Okay, I get black and red mixed up. I get all them. But
no, black would have been science. Actually, you're right. That would have been a good one.
I don't even think I had a black folder. So
loser. We all have black folders.
You're right. Yeah. Now I see why I got picked on.
with the dividers. Remember when they made the jump from folders without the dividers, then to folders with the
With
dividers?
the dividers, yeah.
Oh my god, I felt like a champion. I was like, yeah, I got dividers in the middle. I could hole punch, and I could put these little things here.
You know what I used to hate is when like you'd be like the only guy with a book bag, and then people would come without a book bag, and then people would ask you to like hold their stuff for the day in their book bag.
Yeah, right. I wasn't abused like you were. I don't. What is it? No, I don't remember that at all.
They'd be like, man.
You were like a is it a jockey? Who follows the golfer?
Oh, ooh, wait, what is the name of that? It's
Isn't it Shia LaBeouf played one? Yeah, a caddy.
No, am I?
A caddy.
Wait, oh my god, I just saw the Happy Gilmore trailer, the new Happy Gilmore trailer too, and I can't think of what it is.
This is really important. Make sure we find out right now. This is very important. Everybody, just wait. We need a. It's a caddy, dude. It's a.
It is a caddy. Yeah, you're right. It is a caddy. Yeah, Caddyshack. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so they were doing that to you. You were having to like carrying people's stuff because you carried.
Like, I didn't do it, but like people would ask me, they'd be like, hey, I didn't bring my backpack. Can you hold my stuff for the day? I'm like, no.
F them. God, I'm mad. Who's abusing my Ronald?
Plus, I wouldn't trust somebody to take my school stuff home.
I'm gonna name drop. Was his name BJ? Do you remember BJ? That kid, that guy, he was a jerk to me. Was it him?
No.
No, okay. I know where he lives, so.
So do I. No, but what was
You're
what were we talking about?
About you being abused because of your backpack.
Back to the agenda. I'm sorry. Back to the agendas. Back to the agendas. Did people used to ask to borrow your agenda book to go to like the bathroom and stuff?
Ew! What?
Yeah, I know. It's so dumb, right?
I think so. Wait, did you have to turn in your agenda book in order to use the bathroom?
So remember how the agenda book you'd have to like sign it, and then you'd have to like write a time of when you went to the bathroom and stuff like that.
Yeah, and the back of it, right?
Yeah, and people used to ask to borrow your agenda book. To be like, oh, I don't have my agenda book. Can I use it to go to the bathroom? Like,
I have completely scrubbed this. Yes, I do remember. It was like a log, so you could keep track of how many times you went, like to the nurse, or they'd be like, "Can I please go see the nurse? I just threw up. Bring me your agenda book."
Yeah,
and the teacher would have to look at it, right?
Right.
Oh my god, yeah, that's terrible.
It was our hall pass. Yeah. Now that I think about it, it's very unsanitary. Like very unsanitary.
I don't think you're supposed to be handing that. I don't think you're supposed to be handing out your agenda books.
No, you're not. You're not supposed to, but. And I don't think I've ever like let people borrow my agenda book, but now that I think about it, it's like,
no, dude, you did. You gotta own up to it now.
I mean, maybe I have. I don't remember, but I just remember that being a thing.
I probably borrowed at one point. I'm sure when you've had, when you have the runs.
Yeah.
You need an agenda book. Yeah.
It's
I just remember they had like a cool design, and I remember there's like little calendars, and you could plan out your whole year.
Yeah.
And no one ever used it for that function.
No.
Yeah, it's good times.
When we had yearbooks, did you have a lot of people sign your yearbook, or were you one of those guys that were like, nah?
I wasn't one of those guys that were like, nah. I just never got yearbooks. We never really. I think I had a yearbook like maybe twice, and I think some people signed it, and I remember holding on to the message like for certain girls. I'm like, I'd like hold on to like, yeah, they said this to me.
They wrote my number. They wrote their number in my yearbook. Let's go.
Yeah, they wouldn't write their number. They'd be like, "Can't wait to see you next year." I'm like, "Yeah, they want to see me next year. That's great."
I remember that too.
I never get any numbers. I never pulled yearbook numbers. Except for one kid named Darius, he was a pretty cool kid. You might remember Darius.
I remember Darius.
Oh wait, I think I met the wrong guy. Darius had a big forehead. I can't remember the other guy.
This is officially turning into the roast of our school years. That's funny. That's great. That's hilarious. But anyway, you were saying something before I rudely interrupted you about the agenda book.
No, I don't think I was saying anything else. I don't think it was important.
I apologize to all our listeners that really wanted to hear that story. Because now
Well, I don't think I
cannot
don't think I
go
had anything else. I was just
back.
I don't think I had anything else. It was just about the agenda book and how they were just cool and
Yeah.
so fun. And I used to make. Oh, I would just to go back. I would make flip books out of it because it'd be like something you
Oh,
work on every day. Yeah, I'd make little flip books of
yeah.
like little stick dudes fighting and stuff.
Nice.
I used to, like I said, I made the magazine. I used to run like different series of my own book series. Like I was like a young J.K. Rowling
Nice.
without all the bigoted personification nowadays.
Well,
But
speaking of that, did you see that they finally casted the 3 young main characters?
I saw that they did. I think I saw a picture, and then I read that there was some sort of controversy, but that's it. I didn't get into in depth.
There's a controversy about a few characters, but I didn't see anything about the
Is
kids.
Snape black or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, people are mad about that
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
black magic. There's a racist thing.
And
There's
then
a racist thing going on there.
I think
In my brain when they were talking
kids.
in my brain when they were talking about doing a new Harry Potter, I completely had forgotten that. Yeah, they started off as like little children.
Yeah.
So when it was coming out, I was not expecting them when they name dropped it to be like 3 little kids no one ever heard of.
Apparently it was a big deal, but I never heard of them. But
Well, yeah, I mean, of course I haven't. They've only been on this earth for like 7 years.
But it has the dude from Hot Fuzz in it. He is playing.
Oh yeah, that's a good casting.
That is a really good casting. I did like that one.
And Hagrid, right?
Yeah, and then another casting was the dude from I'm trying to think of all the stuff he was in. He was in what's that Will Ferrell movie, Stepdaddy, Mark Wahlberg?
You're not talking about the Trinity Killer, are you?
I don't know. He was in Pet Sematary, the Pet Sematary remake, and he was on it. Third Rock from the Sun. Who am I?
Oh yeah,
thinking
you
of?
are. Yeah, John.
Okay, yeah.
You're talking about Lord Farquaad, my man.
Yeah. He's in the casting as well.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Who's he playing?
I kind of want to look it up now.
Dork?
Cast of new
Dork?
Harry
That is dumb.
Potter series.
Yeah, figure that out for us. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink.
Who's in Hogwarts? Oh no, I just did the first thing.
When's this coming out? Do they even know when the whole thing's coming out? This better not be one of those things. I'm tired of I'm still trying. The Stranger Kids thing. Kids already grew up all the way. Stranger Things kids. We got to see them grow up for a little bit. It's like every 2 years they get to see their height change. They better not do this. They better film it all in one setting.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I don't want no 18-year-old Harry Potter playing a 14-year-old. They better get it. They better get it. Because you start Hogwarts when you're 10.
Yeah.
I mean, we got 8 years of these kids with different recasting. The series better take 8 years, and they better have one every year. Because I'm going to be very mad. I don't want time jumps. I don't want time skips.
It kind of reminds me of because the new Wednesday season's coming out, and they had a big thing about the brother being taller than Jenna Ortega. Now,
Why?
Because you know how
No, I mean, why are they making more of it?
Well, because you know how in the first season you watched Wednesday, right? The first season of Wednesday.
No, I did not, and I will never.
Okay, well, I did.
I'm just kidding. I have nothing. I have nothing against it. I gotta fix this thing. Drive me nuts.
So he was obviously smaller because he's the younger brother. He was smaller than Jenna Ortega, but now he's like your height.
So he's cool now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's cool.
But people were saying oh, why? That's what they get for taking so long to film it.
What in the world?
Oh, by the way, he's playing Dumbledore.
He's playing Dumbledore.
Yeah.
As he should. I could see that.
Yeah, actually, I could too.
He's gonna look a little odd. Is he gonna mask it? Is he gonna turn his voice into British sounding?
Maybe.
I don't know if I can handle that. John Lithgow doing a British voice.
I don't know. It's kind of like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a reference because there's a lot of people.
Mark Addy in Game of Thrones. He did a really good job.
Yeah, Mark Addy. You ever watched that show he was on?
Yeah.
That
Oh, I
little
loved
episode-
that show. Still standing.
Still standing. Yeah, that was a great
I
show.
loved that show. It's fantastic.
That was it.
Is that the right show? I might not be thinking of the right one.
If it is,
It might
I'm
not
wrong
be.
too. But if it is, I'm gonna feel like bad too.
I don't think it is. There's one of them
Standing.
that. Is it him?
Because it had the girl
the
from
right one?
Twisters in it, and yeah, that's it. It had the girl
Okay.
from the girl from Twister in it too. But yeah, that's it. But every time I think of Mark Addy, that's the show I think of. I don't think of Game of Thrones. Is that weird?
Well, it's a good show.
Yeah.
No, I think
Okay.
it's normal.
Okay.
I think it's fine. I forgive it.
You know what's funny? We went completely off topic of our folders. We never finished our folder topic thing.
It's because no one was interested. We were losing people left and
Well,
right.
I'm
No-
interested. Okay, here we go. I am going blue for math,
Okay.
red for English,
Okay.
green for science,
Gross.
yellow for social studies.
Oh yeah, I agree with social studies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't do this. Yeah, social studies. There's no cut
Okay.
there.
No cut at all. No cut at all. You guys didn't. You guys didn't see a thing
I
there.
Yellow, I am on board with for being social studies. It feels historical. And then I was gonna say I wanted to mention that today we're both wearing yellow.
We are.
Yeah.
Pluto. I'm wearing Pluto.
Oh,
What up, dog?
I didn't. And I'm wearing a wrinkly yellow shirt because once I saw he was wearing a yellow shirt, I was
This
like, I won't miss an opportunity to dress like my boy.
No. So it's only because it's a darker yellow. I'm also very wrinkly actually. You kind of see it.
Yes.
You can
He's
see
got
it a little bit.
We're the wrinkly crew.
This shirt came from Disney World.
I believe it. And black was science for me. A black folder would have been science because like black science. I don't know. It just feels appropriate.
I don't remember having a black folder. I'm about to pull.
So wait,
Billy
huh?
I'm about to
Were
pull
these
Billy
choices?
Madison. Just, huh?
Did we have choices which folders? Right? They didn't tell us which folders we needed. Did they?
You could choose whatever color you wanted for any of them.
Okay. Yeah. I remember. So I mean, just to keep this on the school subject.
Yeah.
Were you a paper book cover kind of guy, or were you one of those Spider-Man mask book cover type people?
Okay, yeah, no, okay, so it's different, right? So we're talking about when they would give us those really huge books, right? And we have to
remember when you had to carry around literal textbooks to every freaking class?
Yeah, I was.
Kids these days don't even know what that's like because they just have a laptop, which is
That's
super
true.
cool. I'm glad they moved to it. I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, they don't have what we had. I'm happy for them. It sucks carrying all these things.
No, I was 100% not the paper, but the other one where it's like stretchy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good. As you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're classic. That was like my first introduction into like spandex.
Yeah, right.
Like, it was so much fun. You could do so many cool things with it.
Oh,
Put it
absolutely.
on your face. Pretend
on
like
your
you're
face,
dying, you can't breathe. Yeah.
You could slingshot it at somebody.
I used to like make weapons too. I would like all my. You remember when your pencil box would have a bunch of little crap in there?
Yeah.
I would be there. I'd be steady making like pencil bow and arrows with rubber bands. And I did anything except like pay attention.
I was kind of the same. I was more of like. I was like the quiet guy that just did his work and went home.
Yeah, I have a memory of you just always wearing like a dark gray hoodie with glasses and your hood up.
Wait, I had my hood up.
Sometimes, like but you would be listening to music. You were like, I'm the kid that listens to music, and I was like, I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna be that. I don't want you to be anything else. Just you be the kid that listens to music. That's fine. You just do what you got to do. That's how I felt.
No, I don't think I could ever reach myself that far. No, I think.
Yeah.
Although we've had some scary moments in our school.
What, like bomb threats? Those were always funny.
We've had many bomb threats. Oh my god!
Oh yeah, we had a lot of bomb threats.
We would just randomly come home to our school, and our parents be like, "Oh, why are you here?"
Like, oh, you didn't hear? Our entire school was under the threat of death. So they sent us home.
I remember I was because the bus would come and drop us off. So I remember I'd get dropped off from my bus, and my grandparents, they live next to my parents, so they were like driving by, and they were like, "Why are you here?"
Everyone, parents would be all mad and be like, "Oh my god."
Yeah.
Now we have to make sure we have to cook dinner or whatever, get snacks, get lunch ready, whatever it was. But never, for all the bomb threats we had, I don't think any bomb was ever found, not even close.
No, it was just a kid that didn't want to go to school today.
Did they ever say what kid it is? You want to name drop them?
I never heard what kids they were. I do remember a kid having a hit list, but other than that,
yeah, I remember you saying that. I don't remember that either. Was his name?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember. I know what he looks like. I don't remember his name.
I just remember. I'm worried that we've told this story before the pod, but
we told it on when we were a guest on our sister pod, our brother pod.
Did we?
Yeah, we talked about it on our brother pod.
Wow, what an amazing memory! That was a great memory. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
All I remember is that it was. I lived with my cousins, and my cousin Cody, and myself, and my cousin Dustin, and he thought that he knew who was calling in the bomb threats, and we were having to like make a decision because there was like a number to call, like if you had like Crime Stoppers.
Yeah,
there's like you can call the number, and there's a reward of like $1,000, and we were like, should we do it? We got to do it. We were like, and he was like, I know who did it, and he called, and he said the name, and I'll say his name here. You can edit it out if you want.
I got you. I'm looking at the timestamp now.
And I don't think it ended up being true. And you should please do edit out his name, because I used to be scared to death of him.
I
used to think he was going to beat me up. I used to think he was going to kill me. Legit. I used to think he was going to murder me.
I remember him.
Yeah, he gave me legitimate fear. And then one day he was gone. Everyone's like, yeah, he went to the Because We Care school.
Oh,
like,
I remember that too.
I was like, wait. I was like, what is that? It was like the school where all the kids go that are bad.
I remember that school.
Yeah, but I remember like we worked ourselves up and we called, and my cousin Cody was like, I know who called in the bomb threats, and then we told him the name, and then they hung up, and they never gave us any money.
No,
they never did it. Yeah, we were certified snitches, but I don't think it was him anyway. It wasn't the guy that we thought it was. It was just a rumor.
There's so many rumors in that school. Yeah. So many rumors. Did you do senior skip day?
Well, I wasn't there in Smyrna.
I know you weren't in Smyrna, but
so when I left the giant enterprise that is Smyrna in Delaware, I went to the smallest school you've ever been to for the last 2 years of my high school career. I had a graduating class of 30. It was insane. But our senior skip day was like, we all went to a restaurant. Like our entire class was able to do it because there's so few of us.
Well, that's better than what I did. I just went home.
What did you guys do in Smyrna?
Everybody just did their own thing. I just went home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not like
okay. I wasn't one of the popular kids in school, as you know. So
yeah, well,
I wasn't invited to a lot of stuff. So if they did something, I wasn't invited.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just thinking of like maybe the camaraderie comes with like a senior prank. Did you guys have a senior prank day?
We did have senior pranks.
What did you do?
I didn't do it, but they used to like put stuff in. They like stick stuff in the grass in the yard.
Those devil children.
I want to say somebody
did stuff in the grass.
I want to say some people did stuff in the bathroom too. But not like.
What do you mean they did stuff in the bathroom?
like toilet paper and stuff or something like that. I don't remember.
It's just like mischief night.
I was one of those guys that didn't like to use the bathroom in school.
Oh, really? That was like my second home.
Like if I had to go, I would, but I wasn't. Or maybe if I did it if I needed an escape, but I didn't really use the bathroom in school.
Dude, I had like set it up like an apartment in there. I'd go in there. I would just chill. I'd play on my Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'd just be taking dumps and write. I wasn't the one writing stuff on the wall, but I was the one reading it.
I remember that too.
I was the one reading the stuff on the wall. I'd always answer the questions. It'd be like, "Are you gay?" And I'd be like, "No," and I'd like circle it.
Oh, speak of the devil, Happy Pride Month.
Oh yeah, speak of the devil.
Yeah,
you just insulted. You can't say the devil because they associate the Christians hate, devil, gay. You get it?
Forget what I said, y'all. Happy Pride Month to everybody that celebrates.
There you go. There you go. Happy Pride Month. There you go.
I love everybody. Just making that clear.
Yeah. There you go. Everyone's enjoying it. Are you getting all the people that are on your feed they're either like super, super supportive or they're like super like, oh, here it comes. I don't know if you're on Facebook with family members who are a little on one side of things. There's like, oh, here comes all the logo changes to pretend they care.
I haven't seen any of that. I'm sure I will because it's only like a couple days in. But
3 days in.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna see it. But I am starting to see like all the games starting to do like their loot where you like put this code in to put the pride flag on like your chain or your weapon. I'm getting all them. Yeah,
nice. It's funny. I just keep getting the other side of it where everyone's like hating on it. Like, all family. Or like there's like a picture of like the Sesame Street characters all holding hands and they make the rainbow with their arms and like the first comment's like, keep gay out of my kid's life.
I saw one.
It's like
now that
they're not telling your kid to be gay, but all right.
I saw one and it was Nick Offerman. It was a tweet.
Oh yeah, I saw the same one.
Yeah. So the guy tweeted that he was throwing the pride flag in the dumpster, but it was the scene where he threw the computer in, and then Nick Offerman retweeted it, and he was like,
"Ron was a best man at a."
He was the best man at a gay wedding, you idiot.
Yeah. Saw that. Yeah, that was good. Look at that. Same
tweet.
Feed, same algorithm.
Yeah, there we go.
We're on it. We got it.
It's hilarious when we randomly have the same stuff on our feed.
Yeah. Do you remember that? Like, so we're almost up to a year of doing the podcast.
We really are.
Yeah, we're coming close. I mean, we got like over more than a month, but we're still there. But I remember in one of our earlier conversations, I had just gotten on to like Twitter, X, for like, and started using it. And I always talked about how I was always seeing people getting blown up and shot and murdered, because that's what it was about. Really. I do want to say it's been about a year since I've been on that platform. I've seen a lot less, and I'm not saying Elon Musk did it, but I am saying I don't see people get beheaded or blown up by grenades anymore. So
I don't see that either.
Something's moving to the right direction.
I don't see that, but I do see fights every once in a while. I'll see like a random fight. I mean,
who doesn't like a good little street fight? Just getting in there. Sometimes you got to look at it.
I still get the random women that are looking for attention, where they're like, DM me for a surprise in your say hi, reply with a hi for a surprise in your DMs. I still get them.
And so, what do they usually give you? What's the DM surprise? What have you gotten so far?
I don't know. I don't want to find out, to be honest.
I bet they're in your area.
For all I know, I don't know if it's a dude behind the screen.
Oh, it's a dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what people don't fall for that. It could be a dude, and he's just screenshotting on. I don't even know if he could screenshot on OnlyFans. He's probably screenshotting on OnlyFans and then sending it to you.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I get the occasional fight. Just little quick fight videos. I get a lot of like bait videos. It's like, you won't believe what happens till the end. You gotta watch it and see, and then it's almost always nothing.
Speaking of bait videos, do you get those TikToks, or they used to be like TikToks when TikTok was like first the thing, where they would like
the part 1 and part 2 thing?
They would get ready to like hype something up, and they'll like be pointing up like this, and then they'll wait for like the beat drop of a song, and it'll be like boom, 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 and then it'll stop, and then it'll go boom, 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 and then it'll pop up, and it'll be something so stupid, but they're just pointing at it the whole time.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I think so.
Okay,
I think I've seen that. Seems so specific. I think I've seen that.
Okay, I'm trying to think of a good example. Hold on. So it'd be like they're pointing up like this.
Okay.
And they'll be like, imagine a TikTok sound is playing, and it's just some random song, and it's gonna have a beat drop, and it's like a celebrity that people say I look like, and then it'll be like boom, 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 and then it'll stop, and they go boom, 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 and then it'll just pop up for like 2 seconds, and then the TikTok's over.
I'm sure I've seen it. Yes, I love it. It's one of my favorites.
You know what other TikToks make me mad? Is when the reaction the reaction TikToks where, well, now they just do it where they're like green screened in front of a video and they're like blocking half the video. But
yeah, but you remember like the old ones, like
yeah, they would like they would do that. That's another example of what I'm trying to talk about. It's like when you're like watching a video, like they're showing a clip from a movie and they're like,
yeah, it's
looking up, or I'm like, why? Just show the video.
Yeah,
I don't want to see you.
Classic cringe is what we call that.
Yeah.
Classic cringe, classic TikTok cringe. It happens on a lot. You find it very common with like the older generations. As I feel like I see that a lot right now. You know, testing the waters every day. I go on TikTok. But I see less of those anymore. But it's all algorithm based. I don't know. I don't really go on a lot of them, but every time I do, it's a banger.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm talking. I get 4 or 5 videos in while I'm pooping, and I'm, sometimes I'll sit for 6.
So remember, like a bunch of episodes back when you said that you had an algorithm of weird AI videos of like creatures and stuff like that.
Yeah, don't get stuck on that side.
I am on that side. I don't know why I'm on that side. It's like you watch one video and then every single video is that video.
Yeah, it's scary. It's not like it's something that you don't want to be seeing at midnight.
No, like
I was seeing soap monsters. I was seeing all types.
And
of
the
crazy
more that
things.
AI is getting real, it's like even creepier. Like
yeah, we talked about AI a little bit last week, and I mean, there's more development. I mean, they are just. It is, for one, it's not moving towards me becoming unemployed. That's the only downside.
I don't see why you're trying to leak that. We're totally not AI right now.
Oh, that's true. I've seen fake ones too where I can't figure it out. Here, let's create a viral one. Let's do it right now.
How are we gonna do that?
I'll follow your lead. We got to talk about something completely outlandish, and then when you make the clip, it's got to start from the point where it's really like weird.
Do I gotta say AI generated? Do I gotta label it as AI generated?
Well, we have to say something like talking about how I wish. So there's the ones that I've seen.
Okay.
Saying I wish that the person who created me gave me a better prompt, so I don't have to be stuck in this podcast. You know what I mean? So you gotta build it on something like that.
Okay, I might be terrible at this because. Right, hold on.
We'll try.
I'll follow your lead.
All right, we'll see if this doesn't work. It's fine. I don't even care.
I will do my best.
Yeah, so then I was telling the person that created me that I wish that they picked a different prompt for me because I'm tired of doing this podcast.
You're tired of doing this. I'm tired of wearing shirts that I don't want to wear or saying topics that I don't want to say, and ha.
I wonder if that's perfect. I wonder if that'll work. Do you think people think that's real or fake? Do you think they'll think it's real or fake?
I think people are gonna say, "What in the world is this?"
That's AI right there.
Dude,
anybody that comments negatively is probably a bot. So they don't.
Dude, I'm not an improv guy. I gotta go off. I need a script.
No, you did great. No, it's perfect. I talked about your shirt. That was nice. I think you did. I don't even remember.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, I've already forgotten. So there's some streamer news, right? Some Twitch news.
Is there?
That's not crazy.
Wait, I think I know this Twitch the streamer news. But go ahead.
You want to say it at the same time?
Oh my god, I hope I'm right. Okay, let's go.
All right.
3,
2, 1.
Asmongold
Swiss kick. Yes, that is what I saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to clarify that I don't care. But I did see that.
I saw it too. Him and Tectoon actually switched the kick.
Yes.
Tectoon also.
That guy is a really grumpy guy. He seems like a grumpy fella. I mean,
yeah.
I've really talked about him. I tuned into something. He was just a grumpy man doing grumpy things.
I saw a clip of him saying that he already made Moral Kick than he's ever made on Twitch. That's the only clip I saw.
I just don't like that type of. I mean, I'm sure that I'm only seeing things that are bad.
Yeah.
I'm sure that people are lovely in their own way, but I just don't like. Why are we talking? You're already rich, right? Why are we talking about you making more money?
Right. Yeah.
Like, we don't need to know that. I don't want to know.
We get it, man. You got viewers. Good for you.
I'm not against. Like I said, I don't know him enough. It's fine.
Yeah, of course.
But everything I see is just bad.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe that's something to think about. And then as I'm seeing things go bad, and they're signing up for Kick with the streaming platform that I thought was like everyone knows that it's like for degenerates.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, I've only ever seen bad things.
I've only ever seen bad things too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really go over there, but I mean, yeah.
I could have sworn I thought Aiden Ross quit Kick, but I don't even know anymore.
I don't know.
I heard he did, but I don't know.
The guy is always doing something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he's meeting another president somewhere. I don't know.
I don't know. I saw him in a TikTok with Machine Gun Kelly. That's all I know.
Yeah. What else? I know. I don't know why I have no business, because I'm sure Machine Gun Kelly's like a whatever. I don't know. Maybe he's cool, but he just seems like a big dork. Like, and I mean, like, he looks like he reminds me of a Fleming. It's like if my brother went into this line of work.
You know, I can see a nerdy side to Machine Gun Kelly, to be honest, because I know he's really good friends with Pete Davidson.
Yeah, I don't. Why? Why does everyone gotta be friends?
I don't know.
It doesn't give him a cool pass.
Did you see that Pete Davidson's doing a horror movie? Did you see the trailer for that?
I saw a slight part of a slight trailer, and I thought, "What? Pete David's doing?" And then I swiped away.
Wasn't he like stuck in a chair or something like that?
Hopefully, it's Saw. I don't know. Another Saw. I have nothing wrong. My first response to any person you mentioned is like, ew. But I don't really. I actually like every single person. I don't know why I do that. I think I'm just trying to find something amusing to say. My bad.
I get it. Yeah. No, I get it. No,
but F. Pete Davidson.
F. Pete Davidson? Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Do we like him? Has he done anything bad? I don't know.
No, he just steals everybody's women.
He's a women stealer?
He's a women stealer, yeah. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, good job for him. If that's what he wants. If that's how we live. good job, buddy.
I mean, that's how he started a soul beef with Kanye, so.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
What else is there? Yeah, so, I mean, aside from Kick, I mean, are we moving to Kick? You going to let me know if you're going to switch to Kick sometime?
I don't think I'd move to Kick. There'd have to be a lot of money.
I do like the color green. It is my favorite color.
I mean, I like the color green too, but it would have to be a really, really good deal and not a long deal. Like, I don't want to be on Kick for like years.
If you were offered a deal right now for $1,000.
Only 1,000?
Only 1,000, because let's be realistic where we're at in our life. If you were offered $1,000.
No.
Honestly, I don't see any benefit. I would think anybody would say, yeah, do it for a while. It's probably a contract-based thing.
Yeah.
And the news for Asmongold, it wasn't that he was streaming exclusively on it, right? He's multi-streaming.
He is multi-streaming, yes.
Which isn't really even the same. That's like that's not like a definitive statement. That's like saying, I'm going to make my content more available.
Mm-hmm. I think everybody that got a deal can multi-stream. Because I know XQC can multi-stream, and he got the biggest deal out of everybody. Amaranth can do it.
Do they even do that anymore? Is XQC even on Kick anymore? I don't know any of this.
I don't go on. I'm not a Kick viewer. I don't know. I have a Kick account.
I'm going to infiltrate the Kick community. I'm going to infiltrate. You know what? When I come back streaming, I'm streaming on Kick. I'm going to stream on Kick.
You heard it here, y'all.
Wait, hold on. Don't make definitive statements. Hold on.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
There's a possibility. That's it.
I think you should multi-stream.
I don't know if my computer can handle it. Doesn't it cost money?
No, it's a OBS plugin. I could help you with that.
Oh, look at that!
I got
Couple of buddies.
Because that's how I do when I haven't done TikTok in a long time because I get
I forgot about that.
I get too many penalties, so I just kind of stopped doing TikTok. But you
got to stop playing people's music, Ronald. Come on.
No, it's not the music. So like, I'll be playing like say I'm like streaming Dead by Daylight, right? I'll say something about the killer, and then I'll get a penalty for bullying.
Dude, the way that he's holding that machete is so loser. Like, he looks gay. And you get a strike for that?
I'll get a strike for it. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Okay, or think of it like this: you could be
When
streaming.
he was slashing her neck,
Mhm.
he was doing it like a girl.
Another example is I was playing Fortnite with Martine. Right, Martine can't dance.
Yeah.
He was cursing, and then I had a viewer come in my I had a viewer come in my thing, and he was like,
Don't tell me he said the A word.
please stop telling your please stop telling him to stop cursing, and I got a penalty for it.
What's the age requirement for TikTok? I thought you had to be 13.
But here's the thing: you can put a filter on, because you know how you could like do it on Twitch, where you could say this is for a mature audience. You could do the same thing on TikTok. So why am I getting penalties when I'm doing the same thing on TikTok?
I have no idea, but
I don't think I ever told Martine the story. So Martine, if you're listening, yeah, you got me a penalty once. Thank you. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about last time we played Fortnite.
And you're sitting here thinking you know these people, but you just don't know them. You know, they're just rebel rousers. They're just trying to get you canceled, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Trying to mess up my TikTok era.
Yeah, it's ruined. It's been months since you've TikToked, right?
I'm thinking about coming back. I just don't know what I want to come back with, because I've been playing the new Elden Ring. It's really hard.
Night Rain. Is it overall good, or I think I saw something saying it's bad?
No, I like it. Okay, it's bad if you think about it, because it is strictly multiplayer. Solo is extremely really hard.
Is that like what the games are known for, being extremely hard?
Yeah, but okay, Solo.
I watched you play it for like 7 days straight, and you couldn't even beat one boss. Yeah.
Solo is literally impossible, but multiplayer is even hard. But you can match with randoms, but I do suggest having friends, because it doesn't have voice chat. So like
what?
Yeah, it does not have voice chat. So you're literally like just hoping everybody does the same stuff.
You can't strategically take down a boss.
Yeah. And there's
can't do it like my method, just like I'm gonna stay at a distance and just keep shooting arrows.
And one level, it goes by nights. So it'll be like night 1, night 2, night 3, or day 1, day 2, day 3, whatever. There's like stages to one level, so you got to beat that whole level to beat like every boss. Like you got to beat this boss, you got to beat that boss, you got to beat this boss.
It actually sounds kind of dope. It's like a boss run,
it's extremely fun. It's just hard.
Nice. It's like waves. It's like zombies, but with Elden Ring characters.
Yeah. So you before you get to the big boss, there's like a big boss for every wave. You can respawn. You respawn before you get to the big wave, but if you die to the big boss, you're dead completely.
Like I don't want to learn like trigonometry just to play a game. I'm okay. Just whatever happens.
Hey, that's how I do it. What happens.
That's really what, like, I get so frustrated in any games that require thought, especially like if I was streaming it. Like, if there's any sort of skill tree or something, I hate
skill trees. I hate skill trees with a passion. I hate skill trees with a passion, man.
So like, I could just like when I played Elden Ring, for the short time that I did, like I don't put points in anything. I'm just so overwhelmed at the concept of spending fake money in a fake world.
Yes.
I'm just like, there goes all my doubloons. I don't want to lose it. Yeah, I just can't. And so I just like play until I did it with Another Crab's Treasure. Like it took me forever to like actually utilize upgrades. It was just because it's just stressful to me.
Oh,
I think I'm mentally challenged.
I did the gun cheat that entire game.
Yeah, I did it. Anybody that remembers when I streamed it, I definitely didn't do that at the very end because I had no time to do it. But
oh man, but yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game overall, though. I do enjoy it. I'd
like to jump in that sometime.
I'm thinking about it because it comes out on Thursday, man. I think I'm gonna, because it kind of lines up with my work schedule. I think I'm gonna camp out for the Switch 2. I think I'm gonna camp out for it.
Dude, you should do a live podcast episode outside of while you're waiting. You can do solo. Don't worry. I will allow it.
Here's my plan. I'm gonna go to the Best Buy, the nearest Best Buy. You probably know exactly what Best Buy I'm talking about.
Oh, I know it.
I'm gonna sit in the parking lot and I'm gonna kind of like eye it out. I'm gonna see if people start lining up. If people start lining up, that's when I'm gonna make my move.
Okay, how about this? You be the first to line up.
What if I'm the first to line up and I'm the only one to line up?
And a line never forms behind you. That'd be so funny.
I already prepared for it. Like on my way home from work today, I happened to drive by the Best Buy, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop in here. And then I talked to one of the workers. I was like, okay, I need to plan this out. Are you doing the Switch 2 midnight release? He was like, yeah. I was like, do you have the Mario bundle? He was like, yeah. And I was like, what time do you think I should be here? And we were like saying all this different stuff. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
I appreciate him. He was helping me out. But
well, that's cool. Maybe you should get some like cardboard cutouts of people to put behind you, just in case.
Hey, I'm gonna make AI even realer and just have AI realness.
I can't tell you that you'll be the only one lined up to get the Switch 2, but you will be the only adult.
Not necessarily.
I'm just kidding. I don't
Not
know.
necessarily.
I thought it was. No, you won't be. The kids can't be up that late.
No, it's gonna literally be at midnight, and I gotta be at work at like 2 hours before that. So that's why.
Don't do this.
I'm gonna get
I'm
sleep
worried
before
about your sleep schedule.
I'm gonna get sleep before I go. I slept before I did this.
So wait, you're gonna sleep between the hours of midnight and 2 a.m.?
I'm gonna get off work. I'm gonna sleep for like 2 hours.
Okay, so you're gonna start your day at like 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
That's a better way to do it. I will allow that. That's good. I allow.
Obviously, I'm gonna like shower. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna prepare myself. But
no, don't worry about showering. It's fine.
I'm not gonna like get in line. I'm gonna sit in my car and I'm gonna wait. If I see people lining up, that's when I'm gonna hurry up over there. I'm gonna be like in the front of the parking lot, and then I'm gonna see if people line up, and then that's when I'm gonna get in there. I don't want to be one of the.
You're looking at this all wrong. You know what you should be doing? You should look at this as an opportunity to find yourself a gamer girl. This is your chance. This is your chance. How'd you? All you nerds in one line. All you nerds in one line at the same time. Just look for any of the girls saying because Mario Kart for one.
Yeah.
That's totally a fan favorite amongst both sexes. You're gonna get some overlap. There's gonna be some young, well, not too young. There's gonna be some normal age. There's gonna be some normal aged gamer girls waiting for you, Ronnie. This is your chance.
All right, hold on.
Show them your song, Club Type Beat.
All right, I got this.
You gonna riz me right now? Pretend I'm the one of the girls that I can't wait for the Switch 2. I'm gonna get it in 5 minutes. All right, go ahead.
What's up, girl? I see that you're in line for the Switch too. How about this? Me, you, 7 p.m. New Pokemon. Let's do this.
Dad, is that okay?
Wait, don't do that.
Dad, can we go over this guy's house to play Pokemon? This man's talking to me, asking me to play Nintendo video games with him at his house.
Okay, scratch that entire plan. Never mind. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's classic. No, that'll work. Yeah, I think that'll work. I think any girl will be swooned by that. I do recommend just try being yourself.
Sup, girl?
Maybe you should move the word "sup" from your vocabulary. No SUP sup.
Hi, I just wanted to walk over to you and just ask when you did the Let's Go Pokemon series, did you get the Eevee or did you get the Pikachu? I personally got the Pikachu.
That's a great, yeah. I did Eevee. Yes, perfect. We're meant to be together.
Hey, did you know when I got the first Switch, it was extremely hard to get, and I got it during COVID, and the only one available, the only one available was the Pokemon edition. So now my Switch happens to have Pikachu and Eevee on it, and it's yellow. It costs way more than I wanted it to be, but I got it.
Wow, can we hang out with this pushover? That sounds great. He got tricked into buying something he didn't want.
No, I wanted it.
He wanted it. Yeah, I wanted it. They say that. Yeah, this is actually the last one. They say that to every single one that they sell.
I got it right here.
Oh, okay. It is looking
it's yellow and gray.
Somewhat dope. It's looking.
It's yellow. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, whatever.
It's looking how you say fair. It's looking like it's in fair condition.
Well, I'd show the dock that actually has Pikachu and Eevee on it, but it's all hooked up, and I have a
Yeah,
capture-
the part that you bragged about, we don't even get to see.
Well, it has my capture card and everything attached to it, but I do got this. I shared this before.
Are you gonna stream Mario Kart World?
Oh, absolutely.
If you get it on the midnight release or whatever,
That's my plan. Absolutely.
that'll be cool. That'll be fun.
I
Maybe
hope I get
there's
to.
a future podcast episode of us on cruising the roads.
Yes,
That's not a bad idea.
I'm so down.
Do a little drinking, driving.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be fun. Drinking
Drunk-
water.
drunk Mario Kart. That would be fun.
Yeah,
But drunk on water though, of course.
yeah, whatever.
H2O.
Mm-hmm.
H2O. Speaking of good old Bobby Boucher.
Yeah.
It's Bobby Boucher,
Yeah,
right?
you-
Waterboy. Yeah, Waterboy. Yeah.
Yeah. You got it. You said you saw a new Happy Gilmore trailer. That's out already.
It came out the other day. Yeah, I'm excited.
I'll have to go and peep that. Let's go
Yeah.
take a look.
It comes out next month, so I'm really excited.
Well, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I do want to say one story before we head out. I don't know, but
Go for it.
what was I gonna say? But oh yeah, remember when a few episodes back we talked about sleep paralysis? You might have saw my tweet on this.
Oh, I did see your tweet, and was not very masterfully crafted tweet. I was confused, but go ahead and
Okay.
tell me it.
It is so crazy how real dreams are.
You mean how not real they are? But yeah,
No, but you know how you can like feel stuff
How
in
they-
your dreams.
yeah, how they-
you
yeah.
can feel it. You can like it's so weird. Like
You
I
taste
like.
it.
Like I don't know if it was sleep paralysis or literally a dream, right? That's why I tweeted it like the way I did. But I was like, as soon as I laid down in bed,
You were like transported into
This
the
is-
world of Coco.
this can sound out of context, however you want to take it. I don't care. As soon as I laid down in bed, I felt trapped, and then I felt like somebody was
Neverland Ranch.
I felt like somebody was crawling into my bed, and I could just feel I could feel like the bed moving to where like the person's getting on my bed, and then all I hear is them like trying to wake me up like this, knocking on my bed like that. I'm just like no.
So someone tried to get into bed with you while you were.
Yes.
What
And
a
I
nightmare.
And I fought it off and never woke up and just went to a normal dream. So I don't know what happened after that.
Dude, imagine how upset that ghost was when he didn't spook you. You just pushed him off. He was
Good,
just trying to get a little nap next to you.
Good. I'm glad that he. I hope he's gone. I wrote a whole song about him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. He sounds like a good guy.
I hope so.
So that was part of. So you said you were like awake but asleep. So could you control it? Or
Yeah,
paralysis is when you can't control it. It's when you're just there.
Oh, I couldn't move. That was the thing. I couldn't
Yeah,
move.
yeah.
But that's the thing. Like it happened as like literally as soon as I hit my pillow, it was like instant. It was like an instant thing. So I was like,
You were like in the upside down.
Yeah.
You went to the other world, the other side.
but it was.
Well, it sounds like fun.
No, it's not fun.
Yeah. No, it doesn't sound fun. It sounds
I
scary.
don't like feeling stuff in my dreams. I don't want to feel. Like that makes me feel more and more like we're definitely like transported into a whole nother universe.
Hey, I watched a whole documentary this week on how we live in a parallel universe. It's all around us. We can get into it at a different time, but I'm telling you, there's other versions of me, and about all of them are just as cool.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think so? When you think there's other versions of you, do you think do they all look like you, or do you think it's like a Spider-Man situation where one looks like Andrew Garfield, one looks like Tobey Maguire, one's Tom Holland?
I think there's a vast majority that look like me, but there's some versions of me that aren't me as well.
Okay, that's how I feel.
Depends on what happened with my dad's sperm.
Oh.
Just depends on that, a lot of factors. Depends on which walls I hit on the ride in,
Mm.
depending on the angle, trajectory of things.
That's true. Do you ever think about it like when you're like looking at a story? Not a story. You're thinking about something that you wish happened to you, and then you're like, man, I wish my multiverse version did that, or is doing that right now.
Yeah, I think about that, but then it's just like, how do I become that version?
Yeah, exactly. It's like I want to be that version of me. What the heck?
I'd be the first to like make a deal with all the other versions of me because I'm so rational in thinking. I think that we would make a solid team. I don't think any of us would betray ourselves, you know?
I would love a whole production team of content from just a whole bunch of Flemoxicillins. Like
That would be
imagine
cool.
imagine it was like
I've tried to do this.
one is the streamer, one is like the editor, one is the
Cameraman, yeah.
cameraman.
I had worked out a whole creative plan one time to make this look real and you know, with what tools I have. It's just a lot of work.
That would be so cool, man. No, I get it. I understand it's a lot of work. But that would be
I'd
so
rather
cool.
just be able to actually, you know, reproduce. You ever seen Multiplicity? Remember that movie? It's a good one.
That was with
Michael Keaton?
yes.
No. Was it Michael Keaton? Yeah. I think we've talked about it before too. I don't know.
I think we have.
I feel like I've always bring up that movie.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking of a whole different movie. I was thinking of that one where Matt Damon was really short. He was like a really small guy.
That's not even close.
That was a way off. I don't know why I thought of that movie. That was. But yes, I know the other movie you're talking about. But that's the one that randomly popped in my. I don't know, man. I know it's just.
It's the stuff that's happening. It's fine.
Yeah,
I forgive.
Yeah.
I give big forgiveness. Well.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice. Very good. Very very fun.
Very fun. Very fun. Very fun indeed. I don't want to end, man. I don't want to end, but we have to. We do have to.
Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah. Is there anything you want to say before we go?
Thank you, everybody who continues to listen. I hope you guys are having a good week. And if you aren't, then maybe next week will be better. I don't know. It's fine. We'll figure it out next week.
And I am going to go off that, and I'm going to say, I also hope you have a good week. And if you're not having a good week, suck it up. Make it a good week. All right. Anyway.
Jesus.
This has been episode 41 of the Lactero Podcast, DJDubC Flemoxicillin, and we will see you guys for episode 42.